guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about the totes that I have in my collection. It's not a bag style that I particularly enjoy, and the reason is because I don't need to carry too many things with me daily. However, I find them it's a perfect bag to carry when you travel, especially for air travel, or whenever you need to carry a laptop or additional things with you. But they can get very heavy. I'm a very practical person. My style is comfort first, so anything that is too heavy and it's gonna be bothering me, I tend to avoid. So the three styles that I'm gonna show you are the ones that I have in my collection. The rest of bags I have, even though they can be bigger, they all come with a strap and top handle, so it's a little bit different bag style. My first choice, and I know this is going to be strange coming from someone who loves luxury handbags, but my number one recommendation is get a Longchamp Le Pliage handbag. And that is the bag that you have here. Actually, let me put the others behind so that you don't get distracted. This is a Longchamp. It has it comes in different styles. This one has the longer straps, and it is a beautiful pearl gray color. You will see the front, and this is the back. So it's very simple, very minimal. And it's a very good neutral color. This color, you would think that, okay, this is a summer or spring color bag, but I carried this bag the whole winter last year, and I just love it, and I get a lot of compliments just because it's so simple. The reason why this bag is my number one is because, one, it is affordable. This is on the Neo style. This means that all the leather is treated, and the inside of the bag, you will see, is made of this waterproof material. So if you spill anything inside, it's okay. If if your bottle of water has some issue, this bag is 100% perfect. It comes with a zipper, and the zipper is a plastic zipper. So again, waterproof. And because it's so simple, I like to decorate the bag with, nice pom-poms. The inside, I will carry a bag organizer. I think they're great because I don't like to get, the inside of my bags dirty. So I find them, this is just felt, and sometimes I like to match the color of my bag, and sometimes I just go for a more crazy color. So here I can just carry my umbrella, my eau thermale, and yeah, so all the things that I need to carry. So you will see the inside of this bag is huge. You can fit everything. Let me show you. You can fit, this is a MacBook Air, so I can just fit it, and look at this, you still have lots and lots of space. So it is a very practical bag, and yeah, so the main reason, one thing that I forgot, you have, it's kind of useless, this little pocket, but at least you have something. I really recommend you to get a bag organizer, but the trick for me is get a bag organizer that is not 100% filling the inside of the bag. So I like my totes not to look too boxy. So I always try to get my bag organizer for my totes a little bit, smaller than what they really are. You see in here, I don't know if you can see, you still have some centimeters. But if I get a bigger organizer, the bag is gonna look too boxy, and I don't like that look. I prefer the slouchiness of the tote. and that's the reason why I get a little bit smaller bag organizer to protect the inside and also to get some organization inside. The only problem that I see in this bag is when you need to close the bag, you're gonna have to pull this side, and this flap is always on the way when you try to close it. So it's a little bit, I wish it didn't have this flap. Frankly speaking, I never use it, and I always try to, you know, let it stay on the other side. But every time you want to close it, you see, the flap is always on the way. And because if it's heavy, you're gonna have to pull from the side, and you always find the flap is on the way. The zipper, no problem, perfect. And again, that's the only downfall that I find in the bag after carrying this style for a long time. I prefer the style with this longer straps. It comes in another design. You will see shorter straps that you can carry like a top handle or on your hand. But then it comes with a bigger strap on the sides. But then the bag will tend to look something like this, right? I don't like the look, and I don't think it's practical. I prefer to put all my weight on my shoulder with this kind of longer straps. And I do have the other style, the same size in black, and I thought it would be better than this style, but in the end I just gave it to my sister, and I keep this style as my #1. So that's for you to know. So remember, this is a Longchamp. This is the brand. You will see the only branding you will see here is the stamped logo and this little closure that says Longchamp. So it's very minimalistic, and the color goes with everything. I mean, you can bring it to your customer meeting, you can bring it shopping. Yeah, you can carry it anywhere, and it doesn't scream like, hey, I'm a designer bag, and you know, it doesn't show off the brand. So I love it. But the reason why I tell you need this bag is because, one, I could carry, I mean, books, laptop. I've treated this bag like crazy. I've taken it in my long haul flight from Shanghai to Spain, Shanghai. And let me tell you, when I'm back from Spain to Shanghai, I carry everything with me up to the maximum. So I've never had any problems, no problems with the stitching, nothing. This bag is perfect. But the best thing about this bag is you can put it in the washing machine, delicate cycle. So, you know, for all your clothes that are delicate, you will use that cycle in cold water, and all any stains that you have on the back at the bottom, they will disappear. And then I will just put it on the line to dry naturally. So don't tumble dry, just put it like this on the line, or I would just put it like this, you know, with the pins. I would just let it air dry like this, and then all the water will go up. And let me tell you, on the next day you have a beautiful bag. The leather is treated so it doesn't suffer. The only thing is the inside will get, you know, a little bit drier, but you know, I don't really care for the inside of the flap anyway. And I love that, you know, if I get any stains or any issues, I can wash my bag from time to time, you know, in a delicate cycle in the washing machine. You know, I think this bag is perfect for moms, perfect for students. If you are going to uni and you plan to take a lot of things with you and you don't want to worry too much about your bag, this is a perfect one. And because of the price, I believe this is around 120 euros, something like that. Maybe for sure it's less than 200. You can choose different colors. They have different. I have another one in a gray khaki color, and the big one that I mentioned that is a different style but still is Neo, but it's a different style with a long strap, that is in color black. I would love to have one in blue because I love this bag so much, and this is the bag that I take to work when I need to carry my laptop and it's raining, because obviously this can rain, it can rain on this bag and you know you have no issues. So I love that it's a tote and it has a zipper on the top. For me, that is a winner. And yeah, that's the reason why I think everyone should have this Longchamp Le Pliage Neo in their collection, because of how practical it is, how simple and beautiful it is, and yeah, it's my #1 choice. And if I would start my luxury handbag collection again, I would definitely start by purchasing this handbag. So that's my #1. Then of course #2 has to be the famous Louis Vuitton Neverfull. This is in size GM. I bought mine pre-loved, so you will see that, you know, there's the stains in the baqueta. The baqueta is very golden, but I have to tell you, I love it. I love the baqueta becoming so gold color. It's like it becomes like a real tan color, and I don't really care too much for this bag. I believe this bag is pretty indestructible, and this is in size GM. I'm a big girl, so you know this looks pretty nice on me, and sometimes when I just don't want it to look too bad, then I will just cinch the side, something like this, and then it looks a little bit smaller. I will take this bag pretty much when I want to look a little bit more fancy. You know, I want a more special bag than the Longchamp, but it can be rainy. I don't care. I don't get it if the baqueta gets any more stained, because you know I'm not that kind of person that bothers so much. And this is canvas, so I just can't, you know, absorb the water with a tissue, and that's it. For the inside, of course, you're gonna need a bag organizer. So I have another one of this, and again, I go for the smaller bag organizers just because I like the slouchiness of the bag. I don't like it to look too boxy. So you will see that the bag organizer is smaller than I still have some centimeters left to cover, and that is the reason, because I don't want it to look too boxy. Otherwise it will be too far away from my body when I carry it, and I don't like that. And again, you can carry your laptop, you know, any pouch, I mean sunglasses, umbrella, wallet, and you can choose to, you know, to carry it. You have a big pocket, but let me tell you one flaw that I find in this bag. So no bags are perfect, but let me show you my opinion. Let me tell you my opinion. So this bag has a very large pocket. So you can see the inside is like a canvas, so it's like waterproof. That's perfect. However, if you put too many things here in this pocket, when you carry it, the bag is gonna look like this. So this is gonna suffer because of the weight of the pocket. So this is gonna look like this. It's not gonna stay up and nice. So what I do is I just put my bag organizer inside, and I try never to use the pocket because I don't think that's a nice look. And yeah, so I try to just, I have nothing here, maybe, you know, a hair tie. But even though you will see when you carry it, you see that like that wrinkle that this comes down because you're taking the handle up, so this will be down. I don't really like that, but that's the only flaw that I find in this bag. And you can also secure it, so it's very practical. Or you can use a bag organizer that has a closure on top, then if you want extra security. But you know, in China, in Shanghai, the city is very safe, so I've never felt the need to be extra careful with my totes. So that's my number 2. I know it's a popular bag. I know everyone has this bag, or maybe not, but a lot of people have this bag. But there is a reason for it, and the reason is it's a very practical bag. I would say if you are not tall as me, I am 172. So if you're not too tall or you're not, you know, strong built like I am, I would go for the MM, which is the medium size. But if you're petite, you can go for the PM, which is a small size, or the MM will also look nice on you. But you're big and you like big bags, I would still love the GM. Also, you have to notice that the handle length is different in the GM than in the MM. So if you have bigger arms, or if you want to carry this bag over your coat in winter, probably the GM size is going to be more comfortable than just the MM. At least it's something that, you know, you should consider. Go to store, try both sizes on, and see, you know, if you plan to carry this bag over a coat in winter, which is the size that is more comfortable. The GM has longer straps. So I believe my pet peeve with totes is the length and the quality of the straps, because if it's not long enough, it's gonna be uncomfortable. And if it's not properly made, if it's, you know, it will slide over your shoulders, and that's, you know, that's my pet peeve. I cannot stand having a bag and all the time it's sliding off my shoulder. It's very inconvenient. So I find the Neverfull is great, and both the Neverfull and the Longchamp, you know, number 1, number 2. Of course, if you don't like this pattern, this is the monogram pattern, you can go for the I think it's called the Mia Ibin. But also you have to understand that the vachetta is always going to be more flexible than any other treated leather. You can see the comparison. This is a treated leather, so it's a stiffer, but this one is thick enough, and it's, I would say it's nearly double the width, so it's not, it doesn't hurt you. But the Mia Ibin, it is this exact same strap, but it's treated, so it's gonna be hard. And I hear many people complaining that when they carry it over the shoulder in winter is fine, but you know, in the summer the strap hurts their shoulders. So always remember that vachetta, yes, it's a little bit of a pain to carry if you really worry too much, but it's always gonna be more flexible and more comfortable than, you know, a treated leather like this one. This one and this one, I would say I still prefer the strap of the Longchamp. I find it is more comfortable, and you know, they don't stay up because they're too long. And yeah, the straps, my straps of a Neverfull will go down. It doesn't bother me. To some people it bothers them, so also a point to consider. And finally, I have my Dior Booktote. I have a very long review of this bag in my channel, so go check it out. To summarize what I said in that channel, this is beautiful, it is not practical. This is the large size. I believe if you really love this tote, go for the small size. So yeah, lovely, but it's a pain and you're gonna have to carry it on your arm or on your hand. It gets too heavy, and if it rains, of course, it's gonna get wet, and if you have a lighter color, you will have to care for color transfer. So overall, stay away from this bag unless you really love it and you cannot help it, and then I will tell you, okay, go for the small size. That's overall. And then I would like to show you another tote. It's another style because this is also a tote, but you see, instead of being wider, it is taller, and this is also a very nice style of tote that I think it can be useful to many people. Some people prefer to have a longer length than to have it being too wide, otherwise the bag will be, you know, touching when people pass away, you know, it's more uncomfortable. So to each their own. I bought this one in mango, and I wanted to give you this an example of the kind of bag that I would buy in fast fashion brand. This is real cow leather, but this is suede. It's a beautiful brown rich suede with black, something that I really love. And the reason that I bought this in mango, and I think I paid around 80 euro for this bag or 70 euro for this bag. The inside, you will see, it came with a pouch, but I took it out so that I could have a small purse organizer. So you will see the inside has nothing, but I could fit, let me show you my laptop here, no problem. But the interior is also suede, so it's, you know, it doesn't have any structure. It's a very soft bag. But the reason why I would buy this kind of bag in mango is because I prefer to pay a lower price for something that is so delicate as suede, because I don't want to pay, I don't know, like, this reminds me of a bag, of a Gucci bag. I believe it's called the Ophidia. I will try to insert a picture. I love that bag and I was obsessed, and I was nearly going to buy it, but then I thought, am I gonna pay more than 1,000 euro to get a suede bag and then use it and damage it, and then I'm gonna be devastated, because suede is a very tricky leather to take care of. So then I saw this one in mango and I thought, wow, it looks so nice, and then I just added my twilly and my pom-pom, and I think this is a perfect option. So you don't really need to pay a lot of money for a good tote. Like I said, you know, these bags are different style, but they're great bags and they're very user-friendly. And I think when you are looking for a tote, you have to look for capacity to make sure that you can put your files. If you need to carry files, you can carry your laptop, or you can carry your essentials and a little bit extra. But also they must be affordable, because these are the kind of bags that you're gonna use a lot, and you know, they're gonna lose the structure because of the heavy weight that you put in them. And you don't want to be, you know, paying a lot of money. And I believe the highest I would pay for a tote bag, it would be the Neverfull bag. And I don't think you need a Neverfull. I think you can do perfect with a Le Pliage. And the reason why I tell you go pay a little bit more with the Neo one is because it's waterproof and you can put it in the washing machine, and I think that's a great deal. But yeah, you could choose a regular Le Pliage with non-treated leather, and that one is a little bit more tricky to wash, I think, and it's not waterproof on the inside. But it would be cheaper than this one. Maybe we're talking, I don't know, 70 euro, 65. You can find these bags in outlets, so go check that out. If you have an outlet nearby, you could go into Longchamp and look for Le Pliage, and you can get a nice discount. Otherwise, yeah, you can always check fast fashion and see. I only buy real leather ones, But you know, I wanted a suede bag and I didn't want to pay too much, and then I customized myself, you know, to spice it up a little bit, and I really enjoy this bag. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have any other suggestions, I believe I have someone who asked me in a previous video my suggestions for other totes. I think Yves Saint Laurent make a lovely leather tote. I would say it's the size of a Longchamp, but it's all leather, so it's beautiful. It's very simplistic, also very minimal, a very small logo. And that one, I believe my sister has it and she loves it, so that would be a good one. Also, you can go to Tory Burke. They have Perry totes and they're beautiful. But I always tell you, for those brands, go check out the length of the strap. If you are someone who, you know, wants to carry it over a winter coat, or if you're someone who has chubby arms like me, I will always go to the store and check the length of the strap to make sure that it's comfortable enough and it's not going to be sliding down over your shoulder. So I think that's all I have to say. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment. I like to chat with all of you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.